Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Peoticoat Junction.
Mr. Blake, did you have a good night's sleep?
Are you kidding? With those mosquitoes dive-bombing me all night?
We're having unusually warm weather.
You also have unusually large mosquitoes. Did you ever hear of screens?
Oh, yes, sir. We're getting new ones today. Bobby Joe, Mr. Blake needs some coffee.
What I really need is a transfusion.
Hey, you know something? You got some crazy hummingbirds around this hotel.
Hummingbirds?
Yeah, they kept flying in my window last night, stabbing me with those long beaks.
Oh, well, we're getting new screens today.
Well, either that or get me a hungry cat.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
Morning. Man, I can't decide which of these sisters is prettier.
I see what you mean.
Hey, how would you girls like to double date tonight?
Double date?
Yeah, just the three of us.
How about some breakfast?
Yes, sir, right away.
And fry up some of those mosquitoes.
Will there be new screens today, Mr. Blake?
So I keep hearing.
Well, we're having
Very unusual weather. I know.
You think they're going to check out?
Not if we get those new screens up today.
Well, you better put an extra pan of bacon on the stove. A good breakfast will help take their mind off the mosquitoes.
Okay. Train's in, Mom.
Are the screens on it?
Must be. Floyd said there's something in the baggage car for us.
Oh, at last. Why aren't you down there helping unload them?
Uncle Joe sent me away. Said he'd rather handle it himself.
Well, that's a lot of nonsense. The more hands, the faster. I tell you, Bobby and Billy can handle the breakfast, and you and I will go help unload those beautiful new screens. With new screens, they don't get extra bacon.
Hey, Billy, you know something? That Mr. Gordon's cute. Well, he's kind of a wolf. Yeah, I know. And I worry about you being in there alone, here.
Uncle Joe?
I'll start carrying up the screens, Mom.
Yes, dear.
Betty Joe,
Two new salesmen?
more like one.
Well, one's better than none. Where is he?
Hey, you might say he's standing right here.
Oh, you're a salesman now.
Well, not exactly, no. Technically, it's more like a franchised agent.
Oh, fine. Well, you tell me all about it while we carry up the screens, huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Screens didn't come.
Oh, no. Well, that's the last time that I order screens through a magazine ad. They said that if I would mail the money in advance, that they would guarantee delivery within... You did send the money, didn't you, Uncle Joe?
Oh, sure I did.
Well, it was the last $70 we had in the world. In fact, it's Billy Joe's college money.
Well, I know that, Kate.
Uncle Joe, tell me you didn't spend that money.
I didn't.
Oh.
I invested it.
Oh, and what? What's in those suitcases?
144 cans of Lord and Lady Violet cologne.
You call that an investment?
But wouldn't you? You put out $70, you get back 140, and maybe more.
I think I better sit down.
That's a good idea. I'll explain finance to you.
Before you do that, explain what we're going to do about the mosquitoes coming up from the swamp that are biting us out of business.
Well, that's simple. We'll leave the windows closed. You see,
Uncle Joe, this is the hottest Indian summer we've had in 50 years.
You didn't let me finish. You see, when I double or maybe triple your money on that cologne, we can air condition this entire hotel.
Joe? I couldn't find any screens, Mom, but these were down by the track.
Another 144 cans.
288 cans of little pressurized moneymakers. This is only the first shipment. And I talked him into giving me the exclusive franchise for this whole half of the state.
Honey, run quick to the kitchen and tell Billy Joe to fry up some extra bacon. Uncle Joe, how could this happen?
I can't take all the credit, Kate. It must have been the hand of destiny that put that ad for screens right next to this glorious opportunity that I'd been looking for all my life. Here, read this.
My eyes are too full of tears.
Yeah, I get misty-eyed, too, when I think of all the money that's going to come rolling in.
I'm thinking of the money that's gone rolling out. Billy Joe's college money.
I'll send that girl to one of the best colleges in the country. Listen to this. How Mr. A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri, earns $90 a week in his spare time as franchise agent for Lord and Lady Violet Cologne. Did you hear that, Kate? That's just in his spare time. I'm going to work full time. That'll mean $200-300 a week more.
Uncle Joe, let's go have some breakfast.
Not for me. I got work to do. I got sales campaigns to organize, distribution to map out, bookkeeping to set up. Kate, can't you just hear opportunity knocking?
Hear it? I got a splitting headache from it.
She's a fine little woman. She just don't understand business.
Billy, you know why Mom's so worried about the screens not coming?
Sure, she's afraid those salesmen are going to check out.
No, more than that. We're going to have royalty staying right here.
Royalty.
Uncle Joe says the Shady Rest Hotel is going to be the headquarters of Lord and Lady Violet.
Well, why didn't he tell me about him?
Well, he went tearing off before I could ask. He said he had to practice his presentation.
Well, we've got some practicing to do if we're going to be presented to royalty. Here. Bend.
Your ladyship.
Charmed, Your Grace.
Good morning, ladies. Could I have a moment of your time to introduce Lord and Lady Violet?
They're here! Uncle Joe, you should have told us.
Was there a mess?
Quiet, girls. You're making me forget my speech. Has romance disappeared from your lives? Has your husband and boyfriend lost interest in you? Let Lady Violet bring back that gleam in his eye. And for the man in your life, we have a rugged, masculine fragrance, Lord Violet. Yes, girls, promise him anything, but give him...
Uncle Joe, what in the world are you talking about?
I'm talking about that new fragrance that set all London to talking. There's Lady Violet Cologne for females and Lord Violet Cologne for males.
Cologne?
This ain't ordinary cologne, lady. Lord and Lady Violet represent a startling new breakthrough in the field of smell.
P.U.
What's burning?
Nothing, Mother. It must be Uncle Joe's cologne.
That's the smell you're hoping to get money for?
Now, Kate, the kitchen ain't exactly the place to demonstrate a subtle fragrance. Come on outside in the clear, pure, fresh air and let Lady Violet have a fair shake.
I've got plenty shook right here. I don't need another whiff.
Well, now, come on, Kate.
Joe, I don't want to be.
Oh, Kate, stop clowning.
Who's clowning? I don't want that stuff in my kitchen.
Be fair, Kate. You haven't even smelled Lord Violet for men yet.
It doesn't matter. They all smell.
Oh, Mom, it can't be as bad as all that. Ooh! Where did Uncle Joe get it?
I don't know. Ask A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri.
Who's A.J. Simmons? Is he a friend of Uncle Joe?
Yeah, you bet he is. A.J. Simmons makes $90 a week just in his spare time. He doesn't even have to budge out of Lamar, Missouri.
He better not if he knows what's good for him.
Mother just doesn't understand business.
Understand this business. Now, you pack up all 288 cans of this stuff, and we're taking them into Sam Drucker's store.
Hey, now you're catching on, Kate. That's a good idea. I'll franchise Drucker for Hooterville. What do you mean, sell to Drucker for 25 cents a can? That's what I paid for it.
All I want to do is get Billy Joe's college money back so I can buy new screens.
Kate, you still don't understand profit and loss. If you sell at cost, it's bad business.
It's bad cologne.
You know, but sales-wise and market-wise, if you ain't got a markup, you take a beating profit-wise.
We're already taking a beating mosquito-wise.
Howdy, Kate. Joe? Well, I don't know. I'm satisfied with the brand of coffee I've been selling.
Yeah, but Mr. Drucker, these are better coffee beans. They're aged.
So am I. Can't say it helped me any. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a couple of my favorite customers to wait on.
Mind if I check your stock in the back room?
Now, go right ahead. Well, what'll it be, folks?
Well, tell you the truth, Sam, we're not buying today. We're selling.
You, Kate? You're selling?
Well, Uncle Joe and I together are.
Against my better business judgment.
What is it you're selling against your better business judgment?
Show 'em, Uncle Joe.
Lord or lady?
Both.
Which one first? Hold it, Sam. Now, before you open that, I want to ask you a question.
Shoot.
Now, this may be a shot in the dark, but did you ever make the acquaintance of an A.J. Simmons in Lamar, Missouri?
Who's he?
Never mind, Sam. Your time's valuable, and we don't want to waste it.
Thank you, Kate. Oh, hey, I remember this stuff.
Lord Violet?
No, cologne. I stocked 6 bottles of it in 1934. Got 5 left. 1 broke.
That's the beauty of Lord Violet. Comes in the new unbreakable spray can.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's got that push-button gizmo.
I wouldn't do that, Sam.
Why not?
Well, you don't want to waste one precious puff of Lord Violet, the rugged masculine fragrance that drives women crazy.
I'll go along with that.
Excuse me. Did I hear somebody talking about Lord Violet?
Yeah, why?
Well, that's the first line I ever represented. Lord and Lady Violet Cologne. I was only 12 years old. Answered an ad in a magazine. Something about how Mr. A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri earned $40 a week in his spare time.
You hear that, Kate? $40 then, now it's up to $90. We're not selling to Sam Drucker for cost. We got a gold mine here.
Just a minute, Uncle Joe. How well did you do with Lord and Lady Violet?
Well, I got my folks a new car out of it.
And you were only 12 years old?
Yeah, a bottle of it exploded in their car and stunk it up so bad they had to buy a new one.
Oh, don't listen to this salesman, Sam. Just professional jealousy.
Oh, why should I be jealous? I don't sell cologne.
Yeah, you bet you don't. This is our territory.
Forget it, Uncle Joe. $70 wouldn't have started Billy Joe in college anyway. And as for the screens, we'll buy the guest fly swatters and hope for cooler weather. Bye, Sam.
Now you're talking, Kate. We can sell that cologne for $2 a can minimum.
Kate. Wait a minute. You got $70 tied up in this cologne?
Yeah, plus 2 of mine. But taking 2 gross, I got it for 25 cents a can. Pretty shrewd buying, eh, Sam?
Yes, it was. You cornered the market, and that's bad for my business. Listen, Kate, will you sell me the whole lot of it for $75?
No thanks, Sam.
Yeah, you bet no thanks. He'd sell it for $2 a can. Let's see, 288 cans, that'd come to... Well, it'd come to a lot. We might as well have it.
Listen, Kate, will you take $80?
Thanks anyway, Sam.
Yeah, thanks for what? Stealing the money out of our pocket?
Here's the train. Let's get back to the hotel. Thanks.
Kate, you get on back to the hotel. I'm going to start house to house here in Hooterville. A couple of $100 worth of daylight selling time left.
You're gonna sell 144 cans here in Hooterville? There aren't that many people.
After I saturate this burg, I'm going to hit a few farms on the way back.
You gonna walk all the way back to the hotel with those heavy bags?
Well, they won't be heavy for long. And paper money don't weigh much.
Okay, I'll see you back at the hotel.
Melon wheat, Drucker. This stuff's gonna put you out of business.
You're not kidding.
Take it easy, kid. You're knocking yourself out.
I don't mind.
What happened to your helpers?
Yeah, where'd those big sisters of yours disappear, too?
They're waiting for the train. Mother may be on it.
Those screens better be on it, or I'll meet it on the way back.
Why don't you gentlemen come inside where the mosquitoes won't bother you?
Ow! You know, she's got a point there. The big ones couldn't get through the door.
Let's give it a try.
It's cooler in there, too. And I'll fix you some nice, cool lemonade.
Well, see if you can find those nice, cool sisters of yours.
Thank you, boys. Hey, did you have any luck, Mom? Looks like you sold 2 cases. Did Mr. Drucker buy them? How much did you get? Hey, where's Uncle Joe?
Let's sit down a minute, girls, and I'll answer your questions. Now, starting with the last one, where's Uncle Joe? He's between here and Hooterville trying to peddle 144 cans of pressurized disappointment.
What do you say, Fred? How many cans Lord Violet can it put you down for?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe. A man in my line of business ain't got too much need for cologne. Get big, get big. Sure, sure, sure.
Say, Fred, has it ever occurred to you that a pig farmer might be among those most likely to offend?
Offend who?
Whoever he meets up with.
Well, a pig farmer meets up with the pig buyers. They ain't no more fragrant than we are. Get over there, Alice. Let Myrtle have some of that slop. There you are.
Yeah, well, now about this cologne. You could set a style. You go to market just once, not smelling like a pig. All the others will want to jump on the bandwagon.
You don't seem to get the point. A good pig man don't care. He's got the smell of pigs in his blood.
I'm giving you an opportunity to get it out. Here, I'll give you a free whiff. Lord Violet.
No, ain't that...
Look how that fits the hand. All you got to do is just press that button like this.
Uh-huh.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Ain't bad, is it?
You better sign up for a dozen cans right now, not run the risk of me running out.
How much are they?
Well, now they retail in the city for $2 a can.
Goodbye.
Now, wait a minute, Fred. This ain't the city. For you, Fred, 50 cents a can?
Well, now, that's more like it, but I don't need a dozen cans.
Half a dozen cans.
Well...
What do they know? They're only pigs.
Might be only pigs to you, but to me and my wife, they're bread and butter.
Give them time to adjust to it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
Where are you going, Fred?
I'm going to the house and take a bath.
Well, here, take this Lord Violet with you. If Ruthie likes it as well as you, you might want to change your mind about it.
No chance. If I got to choose between my wife and the pigs, I'll have to take the pigs.
Wait a minute, Fred. How's Ruthie been looking to you lately?
What do you mean?
I mean, has she got that old charm, that sparkle, that excitement?
Frankly, no.
Buddy? Right here in this suitcase, I've got 72 cans of instant romance. Lady Violet. You let Ruthie sprinkle a little of this on and you can't resist her. You'll be powerless to resist her. You'll grab her in your arms. You'll smother her with kisses. Now, how many cans are you gonna want?
You open that thing and I'll take this stick to you.
What?
Ruthie's a good cook and a hard worker, but there's the ugliest woman the Lord ever let loose.
If we don't do something real quick, Mr. Blake and Mr. Gordon are going to check out.
Oh, dear. I don't want to lose their business. They're crackerjack salesmen.
Mom, I've got an idea. If anyone can sell Lord and Lady Violet cologne, it's those two.
Well, I'm sure of that, honey, but how do we sell it to them?
Oh, I know how to do that.
You sit down.
Now, listen, Mom. Now, Mr. Gordon is sort of a wolf, and he's always asking Bobby and me for dates.
I know.
Listen, I've got an idea. Here comes in.
We all alone?
Just you and me and the mosquitoes, and I'm getting out. If I'm going to be a donor, I'd rather give it to the Red Cross.
Checking out, Mr. Blake?
Screens come?
Not yet.
I'm checking out.
Please, Mr. Gordon, we're talking about something very important. Listen, Billy, what kind of cologne was this salesman wearing?
It was called Lord Violet.
Oh, I heard that makes a man absolutely irresistible.
Oh, does it ever?
Gee, I wish I knew a boy who wore Lord Violet cologne.
You're too young.
Well, what happened?
Anyway, Mother caught us necking on the porch.
Billy, he wasn't even good looking.
I couldn't help myself. He was wearing Lord Violet.
What happened after Mom caught you?
Well, Mother ordered him away, but he left me 2 suitcases full of Lord and Lady Violet as a present.
Oh, Billy, you can sell it and make a fortune.
Why, I never thought of that.
Where is it?
It's around in the porch. I didn't want Mom to see it.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Kate, will you?
Oh, are you sure you won't stay for supper? We're having fried chicken.
Look, by supper, I'll be too weak to fight the mosquitoes for it. Will you hurry up so I won't miss my train?
All right, now, let's talk business. You say it sold for $1 a can.
That's what I heard.
How much for the whole works?
Gee, I don't know anything at all about business.
How about $50?
90.
60.
80.
70.
Sold.
Hey, Jim. I'm taking on a brand new line.
Oh, not Lord and Lady Violet cologne.
You've heard of it?
Mr. Blake, you're going to miss your train.
Heard of it? You know, when I was a little kid, I read an ad in a magazine. Some guff about a fella named,
Simmons.
Simmons. Making $25 to $30 a week selling this junk, so I bid. Never made a sale. The smell got on my clothes. I couldn't get near a customer close enough to make my pitch. Even my own dog bit me.
The girls say it's great. Maybe they've changed it, improved it.
If they've changed it, they've improved it. Stand back, girls.
Look, it killed him.
No, it didn't. He's still breathing.
No, I mean the mosquito. Look, there goes another one. And another one. And another.
Oh, my goodness, they're dropping like flies. I mean mosquitoes.
Give me that.
Hey, look at him fall. How about that?
Man, it really stones them. Give me back my insecticide. I've got the hottest new item here since DDT.
Hey, girls, could you give me a hand?
Hey, 2 more cases. These are mine.
Oh, no, they're not.
Are these full?
All 144 cans.
I'll give you $75 for both of them.
I'll make it 80.
85, 90, $100.
Sold.
There you go.
Hey, Jim. Wait a minute, Jim. Let's make a deal. We'll split the territory.
Hey, look what I just did. Sold out for $100. I told you that was good cologne, and I still got half my stock left.
Oh, no, you haven't. Billy Joe sold the other 2 cases for 70.
70? She just lost me $30. When are you women gonna learn you don't belong in business? From now on, leave these things to me.
Yes, Uncle Joe.
What's A.J. Simmons gonna think?
Yes, Uncle Joe.
I'll bet he hasn't got 4 females holding him back.
Yes, Uncle Joe. Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Bobby Joe, you take rooms 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you, Mom.
And Billy Joe, you take... Well, there's a sheet and a pillowcase missing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Well, I saw Uncle Joe heading for the barn with what could have been a sheet and a pillowcase.
Oh, how thoughtful. He's planning to sleep out there to make more room for paying guests. Yeah, but I can't let him do that.
Well, but, Mama, he was carrying a bucket of paint and a brush now, and he said something about making a banner.
Oh, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He did.
Well, kid, what do you think?
I think it's ruined.
Wait, did I misspell something?
Uncle Joe, it's the sheet that's ruined.
Billy, you're a sweet girl, but you're too young to understand the value of advertising.
Well, in this case, so am I. Uncle Joe, every year during the horseshoe tournament week, we turn people away. What do we need with advertising?
Women in business. Why should I try to explain? There's a cannonball. I've got to get down there. I gotta let Floyd know I matched him with Pixley Fast in the first round.
Pixley Fast? I'll be out before the tournament gets started.
Nobody's ever beat Pixley Fat's pitching horseshoes.
And nobody ever will. I just thought I'd make it quick and merciful for you, Floyd. You want a default right now?
No, sir. Floyd is not a quitter. Are you, Floyd?
Yes, I am.
Well, the least you could do would be to put up a good fight.
No, I couldn't beat him fighting either.
Well, let's go practice.
Fighting or pitching horseshoes?
Said horseshoes, you mallet head.
You go on. I got a banner to put up. Beautiful.
Now, that was very good, Floyd. Uncle Joe, bring the shoes back, please.
I'll be right there, Kate.
No, you got better every time you pitched. Didn't he, girls?
Oh, yes, beautiful.
You got a leaner, too.
Yeah, but leaning against a tree don't count.
Oh, you're going to be just fine in the tournament, Floyd, because you're a good all-round athlete. And when it comes to pitching horseshoes...
Floyd, you're pathetic.
Oh, Uncle Joey was nervous because you have put him against Pixley Fats first thing.
Well, somebody has to be skunked. Might as well be Floyd.
Oh, come on, Joe. Start somebody else against Pixley Fats.
But my chart's all made out.
You can change it.
It's clear up in my room.
But a little walk will do you good.
Okay. I'm putting you against Pixley Fats.
Joe, you don't want to make that long walk. Joe, listen.
Come on. Mother,
Yes, dear.
does the horseshoe tournament allow women?
Well, it isn't customary, but I guess it could. This isn't exactly a national tournament. Why?
Well, Bobby and I think Betty ought to enter.
Betty?
Billy, I'm not good enough to play against men. Well, the way you throw ringers, why, you could play against anybody.
Ringers, this little peanut?
Just watch her, Mom. She's terrific. Show her, Betty.
I'll probably miss it a mile.
A perfect ringer.
She does it every time.
I seem to have a kind of talent for it, Mom.
Once more. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, 3 or 4 years, I guess.
Yeah, but you never said anything.
I always thought horseshoes was just for men.
And Bobby and I just happened to see her.
Once more. Pixley Fats, watch out.
Kate, where's Betty Jo?
She's upstairs. What do you want with her?
I'm going to bend her over my knee and whomp her with a hairbrush.
What for?
She wrote her name on my tournament sheet.
No, she didn't.
Well, somebody did, and they're going to get whomped.
Well, you go fetch your hairbrush, and I'll meet you in the basement. I never did like getting whomped in public.
Kate, you put Betty's name on here?
Yes, I did. She's entering the tournament.
A teenage girl? Well, that'll be an insult to every man in the tournament, especially Pixley Fats.
He won't be insulted when he sees her play.
Mother?
Yes, what is it?
There's another bedsheet missing.
Just a minute, Kate. You ought to be proud. Why, right now, everyone that's watching the Hooterville Cannonball go by is reading your sheet.
Mr. Pratt, who's running the train?
I had to let Floyd take over. I'm so nervous, my hand was trembling at the throttle.
How come?
I'm playing Pixley Fats in the opening round of the tournament tomorrow.
Gee, what an honor to play horseshoes against Pixley Fats.
Boy, you just bought yourself an honor.
Huh?
You're starting against Pixley Fats instead of me.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Do you think you'll let me sit with him for a minute?
Oh, no. That's why he buys those 2 seats and curtains them off. He doesn't want anybody jostling his pitching arm.
Do you know him very well?
Son, nobody knows Pixley Fats. You might call him a man of mystery. Hey, we're coming into Shady Rest. Oh, I hope Floyd makes a smooth stop.
Right this way, gents. Right this way. Welcome to the Shady Rest Hotel, scene of the world's greatest horseshoe tournament, where you can see the one and only Pixley Fats in action against all comers. Eat our delicious food, sleep in our soft beds. Shady Rest Hotel. Right up the path there, gents. Right up the path. Eat our delicious food, sleep in our soft beds.
Hello,
Shady
Bill.
Rest. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Mr. Carson.
Hello, Herbie. Did Pixley Fats have a comfortable ride?
Smooth as glass, Joe.
Can I take his bag up to the hotel, Mr. Carson?
Oh, no. You go on up. Nobody but me's carried his bag for the last 9 years.
He's here! Pixley Fats in person!
He's right behind us.
He's here.
What's in that case?
That's brass-plated horseshoes, approved for balance by the U.S. Bureau of Standards.
Gee.
Why'd he bring that trophy?
That's the tournament trophy. He's got to bring it back every year so he can win it again and take it away.
Nice to see you again.
He never uses his right hand for anything but pitching horseshoes. He's learned to do everything with his left hand.
Room 12. Same as the last 8 years. Move, Betty Jo, you're blocking traffic.
Oh, excuse me. That sure is a handsome trophy.
I think she's planning to win it away from you.
Not planning. Just hoping.
How ridiculous can you get? Welcome to the 9th Annual Shady Rest Hotel Horseshoe Tournament. Now, before we get into the first round, I'd like to call your attention to these beautiful good luck charms. On sale for only 50 cents. Souvenirs for wives and kiddies.
Get the tournament started, Joe.
Now, hold your horses, Charlie. Or maybe I should say, hold your horseshoes.
You should say who plays who in the first match. And forget trying to sell something you ain't had one customer for in 8 years.
Well, I wasn't trying to sell. I just wanted you to know they were available. Now, the first match will be played by Pixley Fats. And his worthy opponent will be Herbie Bates.
10,000 to 1 on Pixley Fats.
10,000 to 1 what?
Anything.
It's horseshoe!
Come on, Herbie, you can do better than that.
Oh, you can have more than that. Mom's trying up a whole new batch.
During the tournament, he's very light.
Well, I'll go see if the new batch is ready.
How's it going in there?
Need more chicken.
Oh, we're right here, honey. Just hold the platter.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
did anyone mention that I won my first round match?
Oh, yes, someone did, and I meant to congratulate you, and then I got busy fixing supper, and I forgot. Okay, honey, serve it up.
I beat Toby Gates 52-3.
Good.
Beginner's luck.
With a score like that?
When she loses in round 2, we don't want to see no tears, do we, Kate?
How many pies are you cutting, dear?
6, Mom.
Oh, no, I think 7.
Oh.
Kate, you didn't answer my question.
What was it?
I asked you, when Betty Jo loses in round 2, we don't want to see no tears, do we?
Oh, no. Betty Jo, would you start washing up the pots and pans for me?
Because nobody likes a sore loser.
Uncle Joe, would you please tell me what you're doing in the kitchen?
I'm trying to teach your youngest daughter how to be a good sport.
Well, could you teach her later? before the good sports in the dining room stamp their feet and bang their forks and knives for quicker service?
Kate, are you implying you want me to leave?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Okay. I can take a hint.
Don't go empty-handed.
Point Smoot, 3. Pixley Fats, 51. Pixley Fats is now in the final. Hi, Kate. What brings you down here?
Oh, my youngest daughter. She told her sisters and me that she made the semifinals, so we decided to watch her play.
Oh?
Any objections?
No. Matter of fact, I wondered why you hadn't come down before.
I've been busy.
Uncle Joe, how did Betty Jo ever get into the semifinals?
We explained that to you 2 days ago. Beginner's luck.
The second semifinal match will be Betty Jo Bradley versus Charlie Pratt.
Betty Jo, I'm going to forget that you're just like a daughter to me, and I'm going to do my very best to beat you. And I want you promise to do the same, okay?
Okay. Who goes first?
Charlie, age before beauty.
Meant for your very best to be that good.
2 for Charlie and 6 for my beautiful and talented relative, Miss Betty Jo Bradley. She's sensational.
Herbie Bates.
Hi, Billy Joe. My, don't you look pretty.
Thanks. Listen, you played Pixley Fats. Do you have any tips on how Betty Jo can beat him in the finals?
Yep. Drop her first horseshoe on his foot and hope he loses his temper and quits.
Ha-ha.
Oh, Billy Joe. If I had any tips on how to beat Pixley Fats, would I have lost to him 51-0?
You're right. I'm sorry I bothered you.
Oh, anytime. Billy Joe, why don't you and me go on a little moonlight stroll?
I can't. Mother told me to mind the desk.
Darn it. I could have waited 10 more days.
10 more days?
To shave.
Well, the truth of the matter is, athletics is in the girl's blood. You see, my brother Harold, that's the one that rode into the swamp and never came back. He had a spring tryout with the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, what's baseball got to do with horseshoes?
Well, Harold was a pitcher, and Betty Jo inherited Harold's right arm.
How'd they get it out of the swamp?
Floyd, why don't you stop trying to make jokes and put your money where your mouth is?
You want to bet on Betty Jo against Pixley Fats?
Any amount you want to name.
Okay, you're on for 75 cents.
Make it 50.
It's a bet.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry I didn't help with the dishes, but Uncle Joe ordered me straight to bed.
Oh, yes, I know. Are you feeling nervous about tomorrow?
A little.
Yeah, that's only natural. Pixley Fat's probably nervous, too.
I wonder if I can beat him.
Yes, so do I. I kind of wonder something else, too.
What?
I wonder what'll happen to him if you do.
What do you mean?
Pixley Fats is a peculiar sort of person.
And how? Why doesn't he ever talk?
He does talk. At the end of every tournament, he says to his losing opponent, "You pitch a good game of horseshoes." his whole life is pitching horseshoes.
In a way, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I agree. And compared to somebody like, like you. You have a family and friends, school and hobbies. And pretty soon, the most wonderful thing that can happen to a woman in her life, husband and children.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, I don't say that Pixley Fats is unique. Oh, there are a lot of one-track people. They can be doctors or lawyers or businessmen, anything. They have one big talent and one big pride in it. But there's just one trouble.
What?
Well, if a person like that fails even once, everything just falls apart. Unless in addition to their talent, they have love. Because the best and the only thing in life that can help a proud person face failure is love.
Mom? Are you telling me to...
Honey, I'm not telling you anything. I just came up here to kiss you goodnight.
The score is tied. 48-48.
I've never seen anything like it. Neither one of them's Mr. Ringer. "51 to 48. "51 to 51.
Quit telling me the score, Herbie. I can count, too.
That's the first time in my life I ever seen him miss.
If Betty Jo gets a ringer, it's her match.
Final score, Pixley Fats 53, Betty Jo Bradley 51. The winner and tournament champion for the 9th consecutive year, Pixley Fats.
Give me my 50 cents.
Oh, take it easy with you. I gotta record the score first.
Everybody up to the hotel for the presentation of the trophy and lemonade.
Tough on, sis. We'll get him next year.
Mr. Fats, your horseshoe.
Girls, would you go on up and set out the glasses?
Give me my 50 cents.
Uncle Joe, did you bet on me?
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, too. Congratulations on a nice try.
You pitch a good game of horseshoes.
Thank you. So do you.
Goodbye, Mr. Fats. Betty Jo, you know what? You won. You won't get any trophy, but inside where it counts, you won.
What's the matter, Mother?
I think I'll buy one of these souvenirs so that Uncle Joe will get his 50 cents back. I was wrong. You do get a trophy after all. Remind me to hide Uncle Joe's Indian after dinner, huh?
Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Peoticoat Junction.
I'm home.
Thanks. I'd never have known.
I could have made it up the hill faster, but I was handicapped by not wearing track shoes. I was handicapped by the rise and fall of the Roman Empire.
Well, I'm sure glad one member of the family's a student.
Well, she cheats. She studies.
And how are you doing, young lady?
Well, I'll admit I'm not doing so well in my minor subjects, but I'm leading my class in basketball, gymnastics, and ice hockey.
Oh, great. Those are words to warm a mother's heart. All right, girls, start moving. Get out of the school clothes. There's work to be done.
Hey, Dream Girl. Junior Hawker said to give you a message. Is that creep breaking our date tonight? No, that creep says he'll be here at 8 o'clock, and he's taking you to the dance in Pixley. Oh, that's nice. He's sweet. Yeah, a sweet creep. He also says he hopes you got him a real cute girl for his friend. Oh, my gosh, I forgot.
What about your sister, Bobby Joe?
Oh, come on, Mom. Now help me find a cute girl for his friend.
I just did. What about your sister? What's wrong with her?
Well, nothing. She just isn't the type.
Just a minute, young lady. Explain yourself. What do you mean she isn't the type? Bobby's a lovely girl.
But Junior's friend wants to spend the evening with a girl that'll be fun, not with a walking encyclopedia.
Well, tell me, does everybody think that way about her?
Everybody.
Bobby Joe's a mighty smart girl, but there's nothing smart about driving boys away from you.
Well, I'd never do it.
I know, dear. Billy Joe, you want to take your sister on that date tonight.
No, Mom. I don't want to take her on that date tonight.
Well, let me put it another way. You want to take her because it's the kind and helpful thing to do, because you owe it to her, and because you'll spend the next 3 weeks in the kitchen scrubbing pots and pans if you don't.
I want her to go.
Good girl. And they say that young folks don't cotton to common sense when they hear it. Bobby Joe?
She won't want to do it. She'd rather stay home and read.
Horse feathers. I know that girl like a book. She won't want to stay home and read when she can go out on a date and have some fun. You see.
Yes, Mom?
How would you like to go out on a date tonight and have some fun?
No, thanks. I'd rather stay home and read.
Know her like a book, huh?
I do. But somewhere along the line, I must have missed a couple of chapters. Good heavens. Hockey season again?
Oh, Mom, hockey's not dangerous.
Of course not. Show me your teeth. I want to remember them as they are right now. All right, fly skate back to the cake batter. I want to talk to your sister. You know, Bobby, you have a dandy sense of humor.
I have?
Oh, sure. You remember a few minutes ago when I asked you if you wanted to go out on a date tonight?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, well, who but a girl with a sense of humor would have said, no, I'd rather stay home and read. I mean, that's very funny. A real knee slapper. Great kid. Wasn't it? Bobby, wasn't it? You were kidding. I was afraid of that. Bobby, this is a serious matter, and we're going to have to talk about it like grown-ups.
All right, Mom.
Good. Now, I've always said that you are smart as a whip.
I'm not going on that date.
I've also said that you're stubborn as a mule. Why won't you?
Well, I'm just not interested in going with boys yet, that's all.
But your sister Billy was interested in boys when she was your age.
Billy was interested in boys the minute she found out they weren't girls.
Hockey players should be seen and not heard. Back to the ice. I'm not saying to make boys your life's work like Billy, just a part-time hobby. So you'll know one if you trip over him.
Mom, please, don't push me.
I'm not pushing. You remember the things I've said about parents who interfere in their children's lives?
Of course, I remember.
Well, forget them. I'm interfering.
But, Mom,
This is one time when I use my own judgment to do what I think is right. You're going on that date tonight.
All right, Mom.
Hey.
But honestly, I just don't feel comfortable with boys.
Oh, you'll be fine, honey. Getting used to boys is like getting used to rhubarb. When you first try it, it's strange. And then after a while, well, it's still strange. But by that time, who cares? You're hooked on rhubarb.
Oh, Mom, you're wonderful.
Hey, Junior, I'm worried. Every time I go out on a blind date, I get stuck with a dud.
Simmer down, Roger, my boy. I told Billy Joe to line you up with a nifty little nugget. Whenever Junior Hocker snaps his fingers, Billy Joe Bradley jumps. No, it's true. That kid is nuts about me. Doesn't even look at anybody else. Oh, evening, Mr. Carson.
Howdy, Junior. See, you didn't bring no candy or flowers for Billy like her other boyfriend. Get with it, boy. You're liable to slide even further down on her list.
Billy Joe doesn't even look at anybody else, huh?
Well, she doesn't. She goes out with other guys. She just doesn't look at them.
No postponements. Tonight. Now it's going to be easy. Remember what I told you about rhubarb? Come on, let's finish dressing. Because the boys are waiting.
Oh, no rush. We have to keep them waiting at least a half an hour. It's the code.
Oh. Tell me, what code?
The rules of the game, you know. Like always keep a boy guessing and never let on that you don't have a date on a Saturday night, even if you don't. And always act cold and indifferent to a fella, even if you've gone ape over him.
That makes sense.
It does?
No, but at the moment, I'm for peace in the family. Now, let's see. Ah, it's perfect. One whiff of this is guaranteed to knock any man off his feet. Let's give him 2 whiffs.
Betty, look, it is 8:30. Now, what's happened to Billy Joe?
Relax, dream lover. Your waiting period is over. In exactly 17 seconds, my devastating sister Billy will appear on the landing, giggle, flounce down the stairs, and say, "Oh, dear, Junior, you're here already. I do hope I haven't kept you waiting too long." It is now grand entrance moment. -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, giggle. Dear Junior, you're here already. I do hope I haven't kept you waiting too long. You see, I am not only lovable, sweet, charming, and glamorous, but I'm also brilliant. Ta-ta. How that child got to be such a show-off beats me.
She might tie you, but she ain't never gonna beat you.
Billy Joe, you look like $1 million tonight. And it's all invested in the right places.
Thank you, Junior. You're looking very handsome yourself this evening. Thank you. How about introduce me to your friend?
Oh, yeah, sure, in a minute. Hey, look, who's this girl you got him fixed up with?
Oh, Junior, there's something I'd like to explain.
Dog, huh?
Oh, no, no, a very fine, intelligent person.
Oh, boy. A real schnauzer. Look, why don't we...
Good evening, all you charming young people.
What do you think?
Gee, I don't know. Isn't your mother a little too old for Roger?
Don't be silly. I mean, my sister, Bobby Joe.
This iceberg? You've got to be kidding.
Junior, say hello to my mother and sister.
Good evening.
How do you do?
May I present my friend, Roger Budd? Roger's visiting me from Wilton Corners. Roger, this is Mrs. Bradley. And,
Hello. How do you do?
Billy Joe Bradley.
Hello.
And that's your date, Bobby Joe Bradley.
Hello.
Bobby's finally got a date with a feller. Hooray!
Isn't he cute? Uncle Joe's such a clown. I've always said he belongs in a circus. Uncle Joe, you're not going to let Betty Joe finish the rest of the pie by herself, are you?
No, that's not good for a little girl her age. She needs help.
Works every time.
So, you're from Wilton Corners. How exciting. Tell me, Roger, how does a big city boy like you feel about taking out a couple of small-town city girls like us?
Well, we are getting pretty big. We got nearly 4,000 people now, and, well, there's talk about building a second movie house. You'd be a standout anywhere.
Oh, Junior, you didn't tell me your friend was so gallant.
He's the gallantest.
Joe, I can see the charm isn't limited to one member of this family. I'm sure we'll have a wonderful evening.
Roger's right charming, too, isn't he, Bobby? Isn't he, dear? Yep, you're right. He sure is. Why don't you two sit over there and get acquainted? I know you have a lot to talk about. So talk.
Well, Bobby, like I said, I think we'll have a wonderful evening.
We will? We will. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. The evening, that is. Evenings are wonderful, aren't they? Or as Byron said of evening, it follows the decline of day as twilight melts beneath the moon away. You recognize that, don't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's poetry.
Oh, hi, Mom. Do you like poetry?
Well,
Wasn't it Chatfield that said that poetry is the music of thought?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, maybe you like philosophy. I'm kind of fond of Aristotle myself. You know, his concepts on living, even in today, is just...
Save for the whistle. The train's here.
Come on, kids. The cannonball's taking us to the dance in Pixley.
Good.
Oh, Mom, you saw me trying to talk to him. I was hopeless. I'll never make it.
You will, honey. Think rhubarb.
Come on, Bob. We're going to be late for the dance.
Bye, Billy.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Junior. Bye, rhubarb. Roger. Have a good time. Please.
Won't you?
I'm sorry, Uncle Joe. I didn't mean to wake you.
Well, I wasn't sleeping. I was just sitting here doing a lot of heavy thinking.
It sounded like you were snoring.
Well, that wasn't snoring, just heavy breathing to go with my heavy thinking. Is it past your bedtime?
Mom's been pacing back and forth in her room. I couldn't sleep listening to her. I think she's worried about how Bobby Joe's getting along on a date tonight.
Girl gets to a certain age, she is a worry. Your mother could have saved herself a lot of trouble if she'd have took my advice.
What was that?
Have boys.
Betty Joe Bradley, what are you doing down here at this time of night? You go on upstairs and go to sleep.
Okay, Mom. With you down here, maybe I can.
Put on an extra blanket. The nights are getting chilly.
Okay. Night, Mom. Love you.
I think I'll be turning in, too. How about you?
No, I'm gonna wait up for the kids.
The cannonball won't be back for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I know, but I'm kind of fretting about Bobby Joe. I couldn't sleep anyhow.
Kate, I feel for you. Bringing up 3 girls by yourself ain't easy. Wish I could do more to help you.
Well, you're a great help to me. Just being here. Good night.
night, Mom.
Bobby Joe, where'd you come from? Where are the others?
Leif Tilford gave me a ride in his milk truck as far as Bleeker's Hill, and I walked from there.
Well, where's Billy Joe and the boys?
Still at the dance in Pixley. I didn't feel well, and I didn't want to wait for the train. Good night, Mom.
Whoa, girl, whoa. Don't wave a carrot in front of a donkey's nose and then yank it away. What happened?
Nothing. I had a headache, and I didn't want to break up the party, so I excused myself and sent back a note to explain. Now, can I go to bed?
Oh, sure.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, quitter.
What do you mean, quitter?
I'll bet I could tell you exactly what happened. Your sister Billy Joe was her usual fascinating self, and Junior and Roger were falling all over one another to make a hit with her, while you sat like a bump on a log. Am I right?
Mom, I can't fight Billy Joe. When it comes to boys, well, she's just got it.
She hasn't got anything you haven't got. She just uses hers better.
Mom, you should see the way she carries on over boys. It's ridiculous.
Like what, for instance?
Well, when my date asked her to dance, she took hold of his arm and she said, "Oh, Roger, those muscles. Where did you ever get them?"
Did Roger like it?
Did he ever?
Then it wasn't so ridiculous, was it?
But, Mom, I felt Roger's arm. Wasn't that great?
Honey, there isn't a man, woman, or child who doesn't love to be flattered. And when a boy hears it from a pretty girl, well, it's what I mean by rhubarb, with sugar on it.
But, Mom, Roger was my date. Now, why did Billy have to go for him?
Oh, baby, Billy Joe wasn't going for him. When she sees a boy, any boy, she just automatically says what he wants to hear. It's in her nature. She was weaned on rhubarb.
I wish I'd been then. Roger was nice and kind of different. I liked him.
Enough to take some advice from your mother, if she guarantees results?
Oh, yes, Mom.
Atta girl, honey. You've tasted rhubarb. Now I'm going to show you how to really enjoy it. Come on.
Hey, Mom, here's the information you told me to get. After school today, I nosed around town. Herbie Bates reported.
Where's your sister, Billy Joe?
Upstairs, getting ready for a beauty bath. What else?
Oh, okay. Proceed with the report.
Right, Chief. Secret Agent X3 returning from assignment L29.
Just the report.
Oh, okay. Herbie Bates says he's crazy about Billy because she wrinkles up her nose so cute and because she makes him feel so strong and masculine.
Okay, next.
Wilbur Hodgkin says he flips for Billy because she walks so cute and because she makes him feel so strong and masculine.
Next.
Tad Perkins says he likes her because she dresses so cute and because she
makes him feel so strong and masculine. I just wanted to see if things had changed since I was a girl. They haven't. The thing we have to do is to get Bobby to beat Billy at her own game.
Gee, Mom, do you think that's fair? I mean, taking sides like this against Billy.
Well, honey, that isn't the point. You see, what we're going to
Mom, do you know what happened to those 6 new movie magazines I brought home?
do... Well, yes, dear. They're in your top bureau drawer. Why, do you need all 6 of them?
Sure, it's going to be a long bath.
Oh. Billy.
Yes, Mom?
Your date Friday night was with Junior. Why did you make such a big play for his friend Roger?
Oh, well, I thought Roger was cute. I liked him.
But he was your sister's date.
Mom, you just don't understand. Why, a girl never passes up a chance to get a cute fella to go for. Why, it simply isn't done. It's against the code.
And you couldn't break a rule, not even for your sister? You love her, don't you?
Well, of course I do. But what's that got to do with it?
Nothing, I'm afraid of. Go take your bath, dear. And look in the medicine cabinet. I got you some of that sweet-smelling soap you like.
Gee, thanks, Mom. You're wonderful. But there's sure a lot about life that you don't know.
That's the truth. Any questions?
Just one. How come she's so drippy?
Oh, she is not drippy. Billy is a sweet, wonderful, generous girl. You know that. But I must admit, when it comes to boys, she's a little,
Drippy?
That's the word, drippy.
A brand new me? I don't get it, Mom.
You will. I wrote it all down for us. We're going to work on your walk, the way you dress, how to wrinkle your nose, and how to flatter the boys to make them feel strong and masculine. So let's get started.
No, Mom, I don't know.
You want to get Roger?
Let's get started.
And now let's try the flattery again. And this time, add the nose wrinkle. Now, I'm the boy. Go.
Oh, Clarence, what an adorable thing to say.
You see, you're trying to catch a man, not a rabbit. Now, let's try it once more. And this time, smile and sound like you mean it. Go.
Oh, Clarence, what an adorable thing to say.
Well, the flattery's getting better. Maybe you're not a natural-born nose wrinkler. There's only one sure way to find out. Here comes Mr. Blake. Get him to stay for lunch. We're having fish.
Rhubarb.
Let me have my bill. I'm checking out.
Aren't you staying for lunch, Mr. Blake?
No. I know what you're serving. Fish, and I hate it.
Oh, Mr. Blake, you say the cutest things.
Huh?
Stay and try it. For me?
How am I going to have the fish, with lemon or butter?
A man's eye is caught by the clothes you wear. Now, which of these dresses do you think will do the most for you?
Well, not this one, Mom. It's too drab.
Right, forget it.
And this one's too little girlish.
Right, forget it.
This one's too old-fashioned.
Right, forget it.
And this one's too tight.
Wrong. Wear it.
Hey, Mom, would it be all right if I...
Bobby Joe's taking her good listener test.
Good listener test?
A surefire way to make a man feel strong and masculine is to listen to every word he says like it was awful important. She's been listening for 10 minutes without blinking. Now she can take on anybody.
Your move.
Just a minute, Uncle Joe. Here come those two salesmen. Poppy's walking test.
What in darnation's a walking test?
Watch.
Bobby's almost ready. Are Roger and Junior here yet?
Not yet. How does she look?
Sensational. Scared, but sensational.
Don't blame her.
But why? After all the training you've given her? And look how she passed every test.
Honey, lots of horses look fine running in the county fair, but Roger's coming. This is the Kentucky Derby.
Mom, you must be some kind of magician. After Roger's last date with Bobby, I'd have bet you couldn't drag him here in a net.
I admit it took a little doing.
What did you do? What did you do?
What she did was say she had a real cute girl for you.
Yeah, but who?
I keep telling you, I don't know. I ran into Mrs. Bradley at the general store yesterday, and she said, Junior, come over tomorrow night and bring your friend Roger with you. I got a brand new girl for him, real cute. Then she disappeared by the sweet potatoes.
Well, whoever she is, she's a cinch to be better than Bobby Joe.
Oh, boy, yeah. Strictly Loserville.
Oh, good evening, boys. You're right on time. Come on down, dear. The boys are here. Roger, I know you're gonna like this girl. She's awful cute.
Oh, yeah. Hey, who is she, Miss B?
What's Bobby Joe?
Mrs. B, you said a brand new girl.
Well?
Hello there, Roger. My, you look dashing tonight. How is Wilton Corner's handsomest boy?
Real great, Bobby Joe. Yeah, real great.
Oh, real great. My, what an adorable thing to say.
She is a brand new girl.
Oh, listen, why don't we go into the dining room and we can munch on some cookies and we can turn on the phonograph and dance. Oh, Junior, those muscles, where did you ever get them?
Me? Gosh, Bobby, I don't have... Oh, gosh.
Tell me, Betty Joe, do you think the rain will hurt the rhubarb?
My, what an adorable thing to say.
Peoticoat Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Peoticoat Junction.
Train's coming, Kate.
Yeah, I heard.
I was just sitting there about half.
Oh, Mama, do you think maybe there's a...
That'll be 6 for lunch, Billy Joe.
Yeah, the way Charlie and Floyd eat, that's the same as 8.
Oh, I hope there's some good-looking young fellas for a change.
Did you hear that, Kate? You've got yourself a problem with that one. Nothing on her mind but boys.
Yeah. Looks like I've gone and raised myself a normal, healthy girl.
This is Shady Rest. We're stopping here for lunch.
There's nothing here but a water tower.
Yeah, water tower.
Hey, fireman.
I'm the conductor now.
This train's supposed to go through to Pixley. We figured on eating lunch there.
Yeah, there.
Boys, you never had a finer meal than Kate Bradley cooks.
And that's the truth, boys.
That's right. And today is spare ribs and sauerkraut day. Mashed potatoes, hot biscuits. I'll see you up there.
Hey, did you hear that, Arthur?
Yeah, I hate ribs and sauerkraut.
Yeah, me too.
Charlie, if you could run that train as fast as you run for food, you'd really have something.
Joe, you quit riding me about my eating. I work hard, and there's a lot of me to feed.
Yeah, for a big man, Charlie's a very small eater.
That's true. In one meal, he can eat a small turkey, a small roast, and a small ham.
Hello there.
Hi, Mrs. Brown.
Welcome. Boys, you signaled 6 for lunch.
We had 6.
Well, 2 young fellas want to go on into Pixley and eat.
Well, don't worry, Kate. I'll go sell them a bill of goods.
Well, come on, boys.
Did you say young fellas, Floyd?
Yeah, nice looking, too.
I hope those hicks eat fast. Gotta make it into Pixley in time to case that bank before it closes.
Yeah, closes.
Hey, put that away, you jerk. Told you to keep both our guns out of sight.
I'm sorry.
Hey, boys, you're sure missing a good meal. Sauerkraut and spare ribs. All you can eat for 50 cents. about it? You coming up for lunch?
No, we don't like spare ribs and sauerkraut.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, we'll be right there. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute, Arthur. I thought you said you didn't like spare ribs and sauerkraut.
That was before I saw the appetizer.
Billy, you should have been here sooner. I told your mother I was going to sell those boys a bill of goods. Yes, did.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, Kate, that was wonderful.
You're wonderful,
Yes.
Kate.
Thank you.
Finish up, everybody. The train leaves in 5 minutes.
Charlie, I have another pie in the kitchen.
Oh? Well, take your time, folks. Train leaves in half an hour.
Good thing there's only one more pie. You never would make it into Pixley.
Don't forget, Uncle Joe, we don't stop here tomorrow.
Bank shipment day, huh?
Yeah.
Bank shipment day?
Once a month, we haul the bank shipment from Hooterville to Pixley. And on that day, we highballers straight through.
Yeah. That bank shipment has to get on into Pixley on time.
Hey, Arthur, did you... my ribs.
What's the matter?
He ate too many ribs.
Yeah, ribs.
I suppose you probably carry armed guards on bank shipment day, huh?
Armed guards? Shucks, no.
Oh? Carry guns yourselves?
Floyd and me carry guns? Never.
Hey, Arthur, did you...
I think I better walk him around a little. He's had too much to eat. Excuse us, please.
But, boys, here's the pie.
Well, thank you kindly, but we've had plenty. It was a wonderful meal.
Yeah, wonderful.
Nice, polite young fellows. Real gentlemen. I spotted that right away, Kate. That's why I sold them the bill of goods to come up for lunch.
Well, I'm glad you did. We don't see too many nice-looking young men around here, do we, Billy Joe?
Gee, I don't know. How many's too many?
Spend the night here? I thought we were going into Pixley and knock over the bank.
Give me that, you knucklehead.
I'm sorry.
Now, look, we don't have to go into Pixley at all. All we gotta do is grab that bank shipment right off the train tomorrow.
Yeah, but they say that the train doesn't stop when they carry it.
So we'll stop it.
Yeah, stop it. How?
Leave that to me, will you?
Uncle Joe, you and your stories.
Wish we could stay overnight, Kate, but we got to get on into Pixley.
Oh.
That goes for me, too, Kate.
Kate, I'll bet I could talk them young fellas into spending the night here. They're a pushover for my sales pitch.
Well, fine, Uncle Joe.
Tomorrow morning, we go up the track.
And pile the railroad ties on it.
Oh, we hadn't got over it yet, huh?
No, not yet.
Well, sir, boys, we've got the softest beds here you ever slept in. How about spending the night?
Great. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
Kate, I may take a couple of months off and go on the road.
What?
I never realized what a dynamic salesman I am. People just can't say no to me. Fine way you fellas run a railroad. Kate and me have to waste our valuable time, come all the way into Hooterville here just to get to Pixley.
Now, you listen, Joe. You know good and well we don't make no stops on bank shipment day.
That's right. We highball her right straight through to Pixley.
Highball it? Why, a turtle could beat that train into Pixley.
Well, why don't you ride a turtle?
I would, but Kate's on that train, and I don't want to get there ahead of her.
Uncle Joe, would you stop teasing the boys so we can get going?
Better do as the boss says.
Boss? Listen, you steam jockeys. I'm the boss out at the Shady Rest Hotel, and don't you forget it.
Uncle Joe?
Coming, Kate. I'm the boss out there, but here in Hooterville, I kind of let her have her way. All right, let's get this thing in the baggage car. Kate and me's got a lot of business at the bank.
You know, 3 can carry that easier than 2.
Yeah.
Why, shame on you. You expect Kate to get off the train and come out here and help you?
No, we expect you to help.
Me? You boys know that I'm carrying 2 pounds of shrapnel from World War I.
Well, take it out of your pocket, put it down, and help him with that chest.
Oh, we can handle it, Kate. I was just teasing him.
Kate, Joe says you got business at the Pixley Bank today.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get one of those improvement loans. I got an idea to improve the front porch.
So have I. Keep him off of it.
Come on, Uncle Joe.
I wouldn't talk about improvements if I ran a train like the Hooterville greaseball.
Uncle Joe?
That's cannonball.
And we're pulling out in 1 minute.
We'll be aboard. Now, just don't go too fast.
Yeah, you might hit a chipmunk or derail the whole train. Chipmunk.
Uncle Joe, I'm kind of worried.
Me too. I worry every time I ride this thing.
Oh, not about the train. I was wondering if we did right leaving the girls alone with those 2 boys.
You mean Arthur Gilroy and Lowell Reitmeyer?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can relax. I think they're 2 of the finest young men I've ever met.
Oh, you think so?
Kate, if there's one thing I am, it's a great judge of character. It's in the eyes. Yeah, there's an old saying, eyes wide apart, goodness in the heart. Eyes close together, look out for stormy weather.
Who said that?
A very wise man.
You?
Yeah.
Here she comes. This is it.
Yeah, it.
Boy, it looks like somebody's piled some tires on the track.
You gonna stop?
Of course I'm gonna stop.
Good, I can use them for firewood.
What in the world?
Probably hit a chipmunk.
Well, Charlie and Floyd have never stopped here before.
Well, there's chipmunks all up and down the line.
Hey, we finally did it. We made the big time. We're getting held up.
Move. Come on. Now, let's get this straight, the whole bunch of you. One false move and I'll blow you all to bits.
Yeah, to bits.
Bits? Well, my goodness, there's nothing on
Wait
this
a minute,
train that
Kate.
you...
I'd better handle this. Now, see here, young fella, if this is your idea of a joke... I didn't say it was my idea of a joke. Kate, you better handle this. Them's real killers if I ever seen one.
You ain't just a kidding, mister. All right, everybody into the baggage car.
You heard him. You first, Mrs. Lady.
Lowell Whitemeyer.
Reitmeyer.
And that's Arthur.
It isn't either. Start moving.
What do you know, Charlie? It's Lowell and Arthur.
Howdy, boys. Holding up the train, huh?
We picked a nice day for it.
Better you two. Them's desperate criminals. You want to get us all killed?
Oh, Uncle Joe, it's only Arthur and Lowell. The same 2 you liked so much a few minutes ago.
Well, that was before I noticed their eyes were so close set. See what I mean?
What's the matter? You all deaf? Everybody into the baggage car.
The silliest thing I ever heard of.
Come on, move. Darn you, what'd you wear your glasses for?
Well, 'cause my mother makes me. You know that. If I don't, I get a headache.
All right. Everybody out of my way. We're gonna crack open the bank shipment.
Yeah, the bank shipment. We had this caper case pretty darn good.
Lowell, stop trying to talk like a roughneck. And take off that handkerchief. It looks terrible.
Hey, leave that mask alone.
It's all right, Arthur. It was killing my sinuses anyway.
Take yours off, too. We know who you are.
Kate, don't get them riled up. I know these vicious characters. They just as soon kill you as look at you.
Arthur and Lowell?
I don't care if it is Arthur and Lowell. They've gone stark raving mad.
Why don't you shut up?
Arthur, I wish you wouldn't be so hard on Uncle Joe's stomach. I've seen pincushions treated gentler.
Talks too much. And get this straight, all of you. This is a holdup, not a clam bake. And I got a mighty itchy finger.
Have you tried soaking it in Epsom salts? I had a brother-in-law once who...
Quiet! Lowell, get an axe and chop the lock off that bank shipment.
Where am I going to get an axe?
There's one right back there.
Yeah, but it says use only in case of fire.
Would you like me to light a match? That'd legal it up.
Not asking for it, Kate. They'll cut you to ribbons.
Shh, Uncle Joe, they'll poke you in the stomach again.
Arthur, what do you need an axe for? Look. I ain't had a key since the trade rat run off with it 4 or 5 years ago.
Left us some real nice licorice drops in exchange.
Quiet! Come on, Lowell, get that box open. Let's get the money and get out of here.
Okay, Chief.
Wait. I'd like to offer you nice crooks a little advice. This box is federal property. And if you open it, it'll bring the FBI and the government bloodhounds a-howling on your trail. Remember, I'm just telling you this as a friend.
That Joe don't make friends too easy, does he?
Joe, I know that's smart, but it'll take your mind off your tummy for a spell.
Go ahead, Lowell, open the box.
Hey, Arthur, look!
What kind of a bank shipment is this?
Deposit slips, mostly.
If you boys open an account, you'll have a lifetime supply.
Yeah, but that wouldn't do us any good. We don't live around here.
What happened to the money?
Money on this train?
I mean, we went to all this trouble for deposit slips?
Why, heck no. There's blotters and checks and ballpoint pens and paper clips.
Lifetime supply of those, too. Good going, Lowell. You made quite a haul.
That ain't even counting the gorgonzola cheese and 6 sacks of fertilizer.
Arthur, you better face it. There's nothing worth taking in this whole neighborhood.
I wouldn't say that, Kate.
Don't pay any attention to him. He has the craziest sense of humor. There's nothing that would interest a couple of important desperados like you.
Kate Bradley, how can you stand there and fib like that? You with that big safe right behind the desk in your own hotel. She keeps all the guest valuables there, you know.
Lloyd, why don't I give you the combination and you can hand it over to him?
You locking the safe now?
That does it. Take Charlie up front, get the ties off the track, and get this heap started. We're heading back for the hotel.
You want to see that Billy Joe again, huh?
Billy Joe and a safe full of valuables. Come on, let's go. All right, everybody. Back in the passenger car.
Lloyd, how do you do it?
Do what?
Your mouth isn't any bigger than anybody else's. How do you manage to get both feet in it?
Okay, come on, come on. Come on, move it. You too, ma'am. Come on. Okay, now everybody follow me up to the hotel.
Come on, move.
All right, all right.
When I say move, I mean move.
All right, all right.
I don't know what's come over that young fella. He was so nice this morning. Well, he's a regular Dr. Jekyll and Mr. What's-his-name.
Hyde.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Here, Charlie, hold it.
Hey! I told you no more funny stuff. Get up out of there.
All right.
Come on, everybody follow me up to the hotel.
Yeah, hotel.
Lowell, carry this for me, will you?
Oh, sure, Mrs. Bradley.
Can I carry a gun for you?
Oh, no, it's all right. I can manage.
Yeah, manage. Nothing, Lowell, nothing.
Hi.
Hi, Billy. All right, everybody inside. Come on, come on.
What are you doing,
Hold
Arthur?
it. You'll see, doll. Where are you going?
I'll sort my mail.
Come on, Floyd.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
We're going to put the groceries in the kitchen.
That's all right, son. We'll be right back.
No, what are you doing?
Well, I got groceries, too.
Give me that. Get that out in the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
And see that you come right back.
Yes, sir.
And don't try anything funny, any of you.
Arthur, what are you doing with the gun?
Oh, he and Babyface Whitemeyer held up the train.
No, Reitmeyer.
All right.
Shut up, you nut. Where's your gun?
I left it in the sack.
In the sack?
Yeah, sack.
Hey, look what I found.
And don't try anything else. Buster.
No.
Now, you listen, Arthur. You stop poking Uncle Joe so hard or I'm going to take a stick to you.
What's the matter with everybody around here? Can't you see we're desperate criminals? You're all in danger. Look, this is a real gun, and I'm gonna blow a hole in the first creep who gets out of line.
Mom, you know what this is? This is a perfect case of paranoid schizophrenia.
Well, don't call him any names. You're looking at a mad dog killer.
Shut up or you'll get bit. Okay. Now, where's the safe?
Oh, no. Arthur, you stay away from here.
Aha.
Why, Betty Joe, what's the matter with you? There's nothing in the safe.
Oh, that won't work, Mrs. Bradley. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah, his birthday's June the 10th.
Come on, get out of the way.
Arthur, please don't.
Come on, move. Hey, it's open. We're in luck.
Yeah, in luck.
Betty Joe Bradley.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Hey, those must be pretty valuable cats.
How many times have I told you that the safe is no place for Miranda?
But that's where she always likes to have her kittens.
What a kooky joint.
Deposit slips and cats. What are we gonna do now, Arthur?
I'm not licked yet. Come on, everybody out of here. Out along the counter. Come on, move.
Yeah, the counter. Come on.
Line up out along the counter, Mrs. Bradley. There's got to be something valuable around here.
I've got an old army cut Benedict Arnold slipped in.
Come on! Empty the pockets and dump the valuables on the counter.
Oh, my goodness, look at the time. Come on, girls.
Wait a minute. Who said you could leave?
Well, it's 5 o'clock. We have to start fixing dinner.
Didn't you hear what I said about the valuables?
Oh, they'll still be here after dinner.
You're welcome to stay, Arthur.
Yeah, but I've got a gun. You can't just walk. Where are you going?
Well, I thought I'd help him set the table. It's the least I can do.
Wow, we got to get some wood on the fire. Come on, Floyd.
Yeah, the baller probably is getting thirsty, too.
Come back here, both of you.
Oh, don't worry about a thing. We'll be back for dinner.
Doesn't anybody listen to me around here? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
No place. I was just opening the door to let in a little fresh air for you, not for me.
Get lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
More dessert, anybody?
No, thanks. It's good.
Well, I think you can clear off, girls.
Help you, Billy.
Yeah, Billy. I mean, Bobby.
I think that the two of us can handle this alone.
Oh, I know, but why not let the girls help us?
You're right, Lowell. Let the girls help.
Mama, what are we going to do about Uncle Joe?
Oh, keep his dish warm in the oven. And if he's to be found, Betty Jo will find him.
Right this way, fellas.
You know, Kate, they're not bad boys.
Of course they're not. All they need is jobs to keep them out of mischief.
Mother! Mother! I think Uncle Joe's here. I saw a lantern coming across the meadow. It must be Uncle Joe.
Now, where could that man have been?
Must have been important for him to miss a meal.
Follow me, officer. You better have your gun out. These are desperate criminals. They've escaped.
Uncle Joe?
They've taken Billy and Bobby as hostage.
Uncle Joe?
How'd it happen?
Joe, the boys are in the kitchen.
I hope you got them tied up tight. They're a couple of real mad dog killers.
Officer.
Trooper Benson, ma'am. This gentleman flagged me down on the county road.
Yeah, that's Joe Carson. That's C-A-R-S-O-N, in case the newspapers ask. I escaped from the bandits at the risk of my life.
They're not bandits. Arthur, Lowell, come in here, please.
Better have your gun ready. They're vicious. Don't let those aprons fool you. Arrest them.
The boys or the girls?
Officer, I'm awfully sorry that Uncle Joe sent you on this wild goose chase, but these boys are not criminals.
They held up a train, didn't they, Charlie?
Yeah, for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5. Officer, won't you sit down and have some food?
No, thank you, ma'am. I have to get back to my car. It's quite a little walk from here. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
They had a gun. I got a black and blue stomach to prove it.
Well, Arthur, let's get back to the dishes.
Yeah, dishes.
Kate, what's the matter with everybody? Them boys had guns. You saw them.
As a matter of fact, I got them. I'm gonna have this one for dessert.
Dessert?
Best liquors I've tasted in a long time.
Peoticoat Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Peoticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Peoticoat Junction.
Is it bad, Charlie?
Not too bad. A few tomatoes and eggs and a cabbage or two caught the tender.
I've never seen such an angry mob. Everybody yelling, "Get the coach! Kill the coach!" Oh, poor Uncle Joe.
Well, losing the biggest game of the year, 84-0, ain't exactly the way to win friends.
I hate to think what the back of the train looks like.
Safe to come out now?
Yes, Mr. Bedloe. I'm terribly sorry you had to go through all this just because our team lost.
Oh, that's all right. Remember, lad, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Play lousy.
There. I got that impression.
Oh, I'm sorry, kids. But remember, it's how you play the game.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Bedloe just said.
Bedloe, he's on this train?
Oh, sourpuss?
The vice president of the railroad?
He went through this garbage barrage.
Took 2 eggs right in the kisser before he got the window closed.
Oh, there goes the hootable cannonball.
You junket for sure now.
Mr. Bedloe, don't blame Charlie and Floyd and their train. I mean your train. It's not their fault that Hooterville High lost every single game this year and the people finally got fed up. It's his fault. My uncle, the coach.
Oh, Mrs. Bradley, it's nobody's fault. It's like the game of life. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But the important thing is to take both with a smile.
Oh, I don't blame you for being mad. Here, take Mr. Bedloe up to the hotel, give him the bridal suite next to the bath, and give him anything he wants with no charge. He's our guest.
No, I insist on paying.
Oh, you're going to feel so much better when you have a nice hot bath. Betty Jo, you clean up his suit while he's freshening up for dinner. Now, hurry now.
No, don't fuss over me, girls.
Charlie, there goes the meanest, most... Did he say something nice?
Sounded like it from here.
Charlie, there's something rotten in Denmark.
There's something rotten in Hooterville, too. And I think all of it hit this train. You can come out now, Coach.
Okay, Joe. Is it safe?
Reasonably, you still got to face Kate.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Hi.
Well, Hooterville Hornets dropped another close one today.
Close is right. Close to 100-0.
This is the last year I'm going to coach that ungrateful Hooterville outfit.
You can bet on that.
This may be the last year for everything. The hotel, the train.
What are you talking about?
You know who was on this train and got hit by 2 eggs meant for you?
Who?
Mr. Mean himself, Homer Bedloe.
But he don't scare me none. I'll face up to him just like I faced up to that angry mob.
You say they're directors of the railroad? 2 of them, big shot Eastern fellas, come in a private plane. Now, they're going to board the Cannonball here in Hooterville tomorrow morning for an inspection trip.
And Bedloe put him up to it, huh?
He's awaiting for him at the Shady Rest.
Oh, that sneaky rat. Somebody's got to warn Kate and the boys.
Well, how? There ain't no train, no phone, no road, no...
The handcar.
Yeah, send Herbie Bates.
No. He got chased out of town along with his coach.
Sam, you can't pump that car clear to Kate's hotel.
But I can try.
I said to myself, Homer Bedloe, you've got to go back to that wonderful little town of Hooterville and ride that wonderful little train to that wonderful little hotel and visit with all those wonderful people.
I'll say one thing for you, Homer. You're a good loser, but we really outsmarted you when you tried to scrap the cannonball.
Uncle Joe, Mr. Bedloe doesn't want to talk about that.
Kate, women don't understand the kind of sportsmanship that goes on between men. Now, Homer and me locked horns, and he got the worst of it. But he ain't mad, are you, Homer?
Not a bit.
Of course, I guess you did look kind of silly back at the main office.
Certainly did.
See how good he's taking it? He don't mind being beaten by a better man.
Uncle Joe, I need you to help me move something into the lobby.
Sure, Kate. What do you want to move?
You.
How long are you planning to be with us, Mr. Bedloe?
Oh, I think along about noon tomorrow ought to do it.
Oh.
Isn't that about the time you boys get the train back from Hooterville?
Yes, sir, and we'll be right on time for you, Mr. Bedloe.
Oh, no. Take your time. Be late. I don't mind.
Hear that, Charlie? We can sleep late.
Floyd, we got to get up early and clean the train. It's a mess.
We'll help you. Sure we will, Charlie.
Oh, no. You young people shouldn't waste a good Saturday morning cleaning a train. Besides, it'll be a good object lesson for the people of Hooterville to see that train the way it is. Remind them of how ugly mob violence can be. No. The messier it looks, the better.
I tell you, that man's up to no good. He's out for revenge.
Well, now, if you was a woman, I'd agree with you. Never turn your back on a woman. They're sneaky, cunning, and treacherous.
Thanks.
But a man is different, so stop worrying about Bedloe.
Uncle Joe, you tell Floyd and Charlie to meet me down at the train. I'm going into town and talk to Sam Drucker.
What about?
About the price of horseradish.
Well, at least I got you to stop worrying about Bedloe.
I'll be all right, Kate. As soon as I can stop pumping. Ooh, watch the blisters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is it, Kate?
Sam Drucker.
Listen, is Bedloe up at the hotel?
Yeah. Come on up and say hello. He's changed, Sam. Nicest fella you ever want to meet.
Horseradish.
Well, you can talk to Kate about that later. Come on up and visit Bedloe.
No, listen to me. Bedloe is here for only one reason. He's got a scheme that'll finish this train once and for all.
You hear that, Uncle Joe?
Yeah. And it don't surprise me none. You know, I was suspicious of him the minute he walked in.
All right, gang. When those big city railroad directors see the Hooterville Cannonball in the morning, she's gonna be shining like a new penny. From cowcatcher to caboose.
Yeah, he's that right.
Mr. Bedloe's in the lobby. Now, come on, get your buckets. Let's go. Betty Jo, listen. You and Herbie help Floyd and Charlie scrub down the locomotive, okay? Now, Bobby Joe, you and Bill. Where's Billy Joe?
She didn't like the way her blue jeans fit her, so she's taking them in through the...
Oh. Now, come on. Let's go. We only got till daybreak. Oh, no, Sam. No. You've done your part. You go to bed and rest those blisters.
Not me, Kate. I want to be in and foiling Bedloe all the way.
Thank you, Sam.
He dozed off. I think it was your eggnog that did it.
Well, I thought it would. I put half a bottle of cooking sherry in it.
I wondered how he could go to sleep while I was telling him the story about my wooden Indian. I was telling him all about my great-great-uncle, Kit Carson, how he carved it out of solid oak with a hunting knife given to him by this old Indian chief when he was just a boy living in the woods down in southeast.
Joe, you're putting me to sleep, and I got work to do. And so have you. So grab a bucket and head down at the train.
Kate, don't you think somebody should stay here and keep an eye on Bedloe?
Well, I'm gonna do it. I got work to do here in the kitchen. Did you set his watch ahead?
Yeah, set it ahead till midnight.
How about the other clocks?
Oh, I forgot. Here, I'll start with this one.
Say, where is everybody?
Oh, Uncle Joe, get this stuff out of sight. Here.
Mrs. Bradley, why'd everybody disappear till?
Shh. Everybody's in bed asleep.
It can't be at this time of night. It's... Holy smokes, it's after midnight.
Shh, you wake everybody up.
There must be something the matter with my watch. It can't be this late.
Well, it is, and you should be in bed, too.
I'm not sleepy.
I'll make you some more eggnog.
Oh, that's darn good eggnog, but I don't want you to go to all that trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
I can't believe I slept for 3 hours. Is there a clock in here?
Well, I'm so ashamed it's so dirty, you can't tell what time it is. There you are.
Why do you know one?
What's all the commotion down here? Can a fella get a night's sleep? Mr. Bedloe, what's the meaning of this? Alone with my niece here in the middle of the night. How far is this gone, Kate? Are you prepared to marry this woman?
Now, wait a minute. I just came in here. She was just going to make me some more eggnog.
Well, I think you've had enough to drink already. These carryings on might go up in the city, but out here we don't allow any hanky-panky with our women folk.
Hanky-panky?
Now, you get to your bedroom and stay there. And just be glad I didn't have my shotgun handy.
Please explain to him that I haven't got any romantic interest in you.
Would I be telling him the truth, Homer? Well, you have been extra nice to me on this trip. What other reason could you have?
What other reason? Now, let me tell you something. Oh, good night.
And don't let me catch you out of your room again tonight, or I'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Uncle Joe, you were wonderful. Now, let's go on down the train and get to work.
Okay. I'm all dressed for bed, and I was asleep on my feet.
Let's go. right, gang. That does it for the outside. Now let's see how Uncle Joe's doing inside. Uncle Joe?
How'd it go, Kate? That big mess come off the seats?
Nope, there it sits, fast asleep.
How he can sleep on those hard, splattered up backbreakers is beyond me.
Say, Charlie, can you and Floyd unbolt these seats and get him out of here?
Well, yeah, Kate, but wouldn't it be easier to wake him up and let him walk out?
That's not what I had in mind. Look, go get your tools and take everything out of this coach.
Everything?
Everything. Those two big city railroad directors are going to get the surprise of their lives.
That's funny. I could have sworn there was a chair and couch there last night.
All aboard Hooterville Cannonball. Train leaving on track 1.
Not after today. Thought you might like some company for breakfast, Joe Carson. Very funny. Ready for breakfast.
The Hooterville Cannonball is due in 1 minute.
Bedloe told us it's never been on time yet. Here she comes.
Hooterville. Did you enjoy your ride, madam?
Sonny, that's the finest train ride I ever had in my life. Smooth as glass all the way.
Well, thank you, madam. You must ride with us again.
You bet I will, Sonny.
All aboard the Hooterville Cannonball, gentlemen.
There was no one in the station to sell us a ticket.
Part of the satisfaction guaranteed service. We collect the fare at the end of the ride only if you're happy.
Hey, that sounds great.
Sounds like very bad business to me.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome aboard train number 3, the Hooterville Cannonball. I'm your hostess, Miss Bradley.
How do you do?
Hello.
Your engineer for this trip is Mr. Charles Pratt, a veteran of 35 years at the throttle. Your fireman is Mr. Floyd Smoot. And your conductor is Mr. Joseph Carson. We will be cruising at a safe, comfortable speed of 40 miles an hour. And a delicious hot meal will be served en route. If there's anything I can do to make your trip more comfortable or enjoyable, you have only to ask. Thank you.
You give a very good shine, young fellow.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, John, do you notice the porter's smock? Like they wear in Europe.
Yeah.
The service on this train is a lot like the crack Continental trains, too.
Oh, come now, Matt. You can't compare the Hooterville Cannonball to, say, the Train Bleu. Oh, you know, the blue train from Paris to Nice.
Well, no. I happen to hear that, sir. What has the blue train got that we haven't got?
Well, besides the shoe shine, you can get a haircut, a manicure.
Herbie, Porter, tell the personnel director to send in one of our barbers and a manicurist immediately.
What?
Quickly, boy.
Pepper. Mom? Bobby's ready to entertain.
Oh, good. Bobby, that's kind of brief.
Well, I wore it in the Hooterville High Follies.
Oh, well,
Oh, hi, Herbie. How's it going?
Fine. Until Uncle Joe promised him a barber and a manicurist.
Sam, did you ever give a haircut?
No.
Well, it's the first time for everything. Herbie, give him your smock. Here, take over here. Bobby Joe, hand me my sewing basket. Yeah. Sam? Betty Joe? Did you ever give a manicure?
A locomotive engineer?
How about you, Bobby Joe?
Well, I do my own nails.
Well, now you're doing someone else's.
But I haven't got my stuff with me.
Make do. Buffer. Orange sticks.
What about nail polish?
What about nail polish? Oh. There we are.
Vanilla extract?
Keep the label hid.
Right out there is some of the most unusual scenery in the world.
I don't see anything so unusual about it.
Well, you notice that windmill out there?
Yeah?
I'll tell you about that windmill. Oh, here comes the barber and the manicure.
Well, I'll be darned.
I'd rather be manicured.
What do you think of the foreign situation?
Which one?
Take your pick. There you are, sir.
Huh?
Your haircut is finished, sir.
Haircut, yeah. Oh, now, where's the mirror?
Mirror? Oh, it looks fine. Right, conductor?
Great. Well, must be a mirror someplace. Oh. Barbara, come here.
Yes, sir.
That is the best haircut I ever had.
Thank you.
I, Barbara, could certainly take lessons from you. Say, Max, how's your manicure?
Sensational.
This whole train is sensational.
You said it. John, do you think maybe Bedloe drinks?
I don't know if he does now, but he may start after I get through with him.
I'm telling you that when John Fisher gets through with a Hooterville cannonball, it'll be nothing but a pile of scrap. He'll rip up those tracks with his bare hands. There's the only man I know that's meaner than me. These local yokels thought they had me over a barrel, thought they had me outsmarted. Well, nobody gets the best of me. I never forget, and I never forgive. I'll see every last one of them in the poorhouse. Come to think of it, I'm as mean as John Fisher. Maybe meaner.
Well, she makes her run through the dead of winter, through the summer, spring, and fall. Neither cold nor heat nor flood can stop her. She's the Hooterville Cannonball.
Betty Joe, maybe the gentleman would like another helping.
Oh, no, please. I've had 5.
6 for me. What was that delicious concoction?
Just chicken and dumplings. Country style. Specialty of the Hooterville Cannonball chef.
I'd like to meet him. Would you ask him to come in?
He never leaves the kitchen.
You actually have a kitchen in there?
He's small but efficient.
Let's go see it. It may serve as a model for our new diesel streamliners.
Good idea.
You gentlemen connected with some railroad?
Well, as a matter of fact, we are 2 of the directors of this railroad.
Oh, dear, my goodness. Did you hear that? Why, if we'd have known that, we'd have given you our first-class service.
What have we been getting?
Economy tourist class.
Max, there's no two ways about it. This is the greatest train on wheels.
Bar none. And we've ridden them all.
Wait till I get my hands on Bedloe.
I heard the cannonball pull in 3 hours late. I'll bet that really burned old John Fisher.
Oh, that's the name of the gentleman that's waiting down at the train to talk to you.
Yeah, him and a fella named Thornton. They're going to give you a new position with the railroad.
Who says that meanness doesn't pay off?
Floyd and me sure do appreciate this, Mr. Fisher.
Yeah, Mr. Fisher. The kind of train you boys run, you deserve it. Snap to it, Bedloe, or you won't even keep this job.
Yes, sir, boss.
Where'd I go wrong?
Peoticoat Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.